Let's smell it.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, friends. My name is MichaelSalazar with Travelmation, and I'm here today with my beautiful wife, Megan.
Hello.
And today we're going to talk about the Disney Cruise Line and talk about our recent trip we went on. And we would like to sell you on a Disney Cruise Line. I am a travel agent, like I said, with Travelmation Travel. I would love to get you on the Disney Cruise Line because, in my opinion, it's the best all-around family cruise line, and not just family like kid, but just the best cruise line out that there is.
Yeah.
We want to tell you about it. So we put together a little slide here for you to take a look at, and we kind of want to talk to you about it. So let's jump right in. All right, Disney Cruise Line. This is the Disney Cruise Line fleet. Currently, there's 4 ships. There's the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder. They're sister ships. There's the Disney Dream and the Disney Fantasy. They're sister ships. And then there's the brand new Disney Wish that just came out a little over a year ago. Coming out in 2024 is the brand new Disney Treasure. I'm very excited to see what this looks like.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the destinations that you can go on with a Disney Cruise Line. They have the Northern, Eastern, and Southern Caribbean, the Bahamas and Alaska, the Mexican Riviera, that's what we went on, the Baja, Canada, the South Pacific, New Zealand, and Hawaii. You can take a transatlantic, Bermuda, British Isles, the Norwegian Fjords, Northern Europe, and the Bahamas. Also a destination with Disney Cruise Line. Well, other than destinations, there's the special cruises that they do.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the special cruises about?
So there's a maritime cruise, which is a holiday Christmas cruise. And then there is a Halloween on the high seas, which they do like trick-or-treating and kind of change the decor for that one as well. And then they have kind of like I don't want to say pop-up, but kind of like specialty cruises to see certain characters.
Yep. So certain itineraries have special characters and themes to them. So they have the Pixar at sea, Star Wars at sea, and Marvel at sea. Those are usually during spring and fall time that they do those. As a travel agent, I can book you on those. So contact me if there's a specific theme you'd like to do. We can jump online, see if there's rooms available, and get you on that cruise, because I can tell you that there's nothing like a Disney cruise. It's magical, and especially with these. Now, the fun thing with the Maritime at Sea and the High Time, the
Halloween on the high
seas, is the entire, I don't say the entire ship, but the entire atrium area, the lobby gets completely decorated. So for Christmas, they put up the Christmas tree and the garland wreaths around the different levels. And in Halloween, they put up the spooky tree, and at night it lights up and comes alive.
Yeah.
And so that's just a blast, and that may be a trip that
and all the characters and all the characters dress up differently as well, which is really fun.
Yep, absolutely. Now, one of the other destinations they have is their private island, Disney's Castaway Cay. This is an island right outside the Bahamas, and it has places for kids to go and play. As you can see on the screen there, they've got the little play area, the slides, plenty of beaches. There's some private areas for adults that the kids aren't allowed into, so they can be a little bit more private and secluded to have a little bit of fun. There's all-you-can-eat restaurants on here. I think there's 2 or 3 that are on here. They have like a barbecue restaurant that is included with your package. When you get it, it's all included. And I'm super excited to check this place out. I've never been there.
No, I want to go so badly. The snorkeling looks so cool. Yeah. I saw a photo of the sunken Prince Eric statue, like from Little Mermaid. And I just think that the girls would just love to see that. Yeah. So I really, really, really want to go to Castaway Cay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's talk about the core values of Disney Cruise Line. And I apologize, it looked better on my screen before I came on here. But the value of a Disney cruise, from the moment you step on board to the last wave goodbye, your vacation includes almost everything you and your family could need and much more. And why choose a Disney cruise? Cast off an award-winning vacation like any other where what we're doing is to make your cruise even more magical, is matched only by our focus in keeping you safe. And those are great core values. I truly do believe that they hit those core values. And let me tell you, there is nothing in the Disney portfolio, there's no company that gives us good service as Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah, there's definitely an attention to detail on the cruise line.
Like top of the top. In the restaurants, at the pool, to your room stewards,
Mhm.
it is the best of the Disney company, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about what you can do on a Disney ship. There's movie theaters, 2 of them, kind of. They have a dedicated movie theater, and then they take their auditorium and they convert that into a movie theater, and it's a blast. And they play first run movies, if not right when it comes out, sometimes maybe even right before, like that week before.
Yeah, I don't wanna ruin I was gonna say about, Hocus Pocus. No, what's the one that Haunted Mansion that just came out.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say I'm looking forward to seeing that because I'm sure that that'll be showing.
Shh.
But when we went
We
this
saw
spring, you and Ely went and saw 2 movies,
Yeah.
right?
So we saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think the weekend after it came out. And we saw Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And I think we saw another one, but those were the two big ones for movie theaters. And it's nice. One of the theaters is huge. It's, maybe 1,000 seats. And that's their big auditorium. And the other one's pretty big. It's got a few hundred
Yeah.
seats in it. It's a good size. And they have a concession stand where you can get your popcorn, your drinks, and your candy.
Mhm.
The popcorn buckets you loved, because we bought one popcorn bucket. And how much was it to refill?
Like $2, and you didn't have to go see a movie. You could just swing by the theater and refill your
I
popcorn
think
the whole
our
time.
room was on the level of the littler movie theater. And so if you
I
got
think
off
it was like we were like
maybe
right
one-
below
one-
it or something like
but you would
that.
just walk by and they had like a little popcorn stand there, and you just walk by and they'd fill up your bucket for you.
Yeah.
And swipe your card and take care of it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Water slides. Every cruise ship also has multiple water slides. One of them even has a water ride, as you can see in the picture. It's more than just a slide. It's like a true water ride. The spas on the Disney Cruise Line are top notch. Everything you could possibly want in a spa. That is an extra fee.
Mhm.
It is not included. So I did make a little mark on there to know that is an extra fee. And you do want to pre-book those as early as you can, depending on the level of the Disney Cruise Line you're on. You want to pre-book those.
Yeah, and if you're really sold on what day you wanna do something.
Yeah. You can book them as soon as you get on the ship, but most of the good stuff is probably gone those days before.
Yeah.
So when you call me and tell me what cruise ship, what departure date you want to be on, we'll work all that out for you and get you that scheduled. They have a great coffee shop in there that is an added charge for specialty coffees.
But I wouldn't say that it's any more expensive, than, like, your normal go to Dutch around the corner, Starbucks around the corner. I wanna say that maybe mine was, like, $4, $3.95 a day, which wasn't too bad. But they have do you remember mine? I got, like, the cute character on top of the foam when I got a latte,
Yeah.
and you can choose, like, what character. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I would pay for that alone.
Exactly.
It's so cute.
And they run
But
daily
that is
specials too.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a punch card, so you can buy, like, I don't know, 7, get the 8th free, something like that. But yeah, they do run specials as well.
They have a couple different shops to do shopping. They have they're both, I think they have like 3 little shops in there. Your
Mhm.
basic like boutique with perfumes and some upgraded liquors and
Kind of
stuff.
like the normal cruise stuff that you would
Right.
expect,
Yeah.
with, like, some of the Loungefly backpacks and wallets, some, like, shirts, and not a lot, not a ton.
Yeah.
The girls definitely found things that they wanted,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like you're walking down Main Street.
Right. But they do destination specific attire and trinkets. So if you're going to Alaska, it's got that Alaskan vibe to it. If you're going to Mexico, they have stuff that has a little bit of a Mexican flair to it. So depending on the different itineraries you choose, they may have different clothing and trinkets and things for you to purchase. They also have theatrical performances. And when I say performances, I'm talking Broadway caliber shows.
Yeah.
The Golden Mickeys, OMG. Fantastic show that usually I think is like on the first or second night of every cruise. They do Golden Mickeys, I think. But then they followed up, and the cruise we went on was Frozen. They did a remake of Frozen on stage. They do Beauty and the Beast. I've seen Tangled. Yeah. So they do these phenomenal performances, and you must see them. And they usually do 2 a night. They do one for the early birds and one for the later dinner.
Right. Yeah, depending on what dinner you go to.
Right.
But the really exciting thing, at the bottom of the screen, you can see Snow White. Next to Snow White is Natalie, our littlest one. And then is that the prince?
Yep.
And then Oli.
Yep.
So we got there early, and we just found our seats. We were sitting down, and a cast member comes up and says, "Girls, do you want to be in the show?" And they were like, "Yeah, we do." And so it was really cool. They said, "Okay, we'll come get you. Don't worry." So when the show started, they came and got the girls, and me and Michael are like, "Are you gonna bring them back to us? Like, what's the plan?" And so next thing we know, they come out as 2 of the 7 dwarves.
Yeah.
Just such a cool experience. And then Disney takes it a step further, and the next day, when we got home from or got back to our room from breakfast or something, there's like a little certificate. Remember that?
Yep.
Saying magical memory, and saying what they did on stage. And it's just that's just so unique and so special to like have that little thing to take home.
Yes.
Especially because we weren't supposed to be taking pictures.
It's just one of those little magical touches that
Yeah.
Disney Cruise Line does. They do have an adult zone. They have a whole back of the ship is dedicated for the Quiet Cove, and there's a nice pool, some spas, just relaxing areas, so that if your kids are off playing in different areas and you want to go and relax, they do have a dedicated spot that adults can go to, with a smoking section up in the front as well. They also do adult beverages there as well. They do not have an adult beverage package.
Right.
Everything is pay per order. And you still charge it to your room, but you can't do like an all you can drink packages. They also do tastings for part of events on the ship that you can register for. You do have to pay for them, but they do like tequila tastings, bourbon tastings, wine tastings,
like mixology classes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and they do have some wine package. I think not a package, but wine deals where they have like wine of the day or the sommelier's choice.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
Where it's like maybe $5 for a glass of a specialty wine that the sommelier pulls out, and it's a nicer wine, but they only sell it for like $5 for that meal.
You're right, yeah. They have like certain ones that you can get, or it's kind of it's more of a what we have open. So it's kind of like dealer's choice.
Yeah, exactly.
So
which your wine drinker is great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. They have kids clubs, 3 kids clubs for different age levels. Our kids were in the Oceaneers Club, which is awesome. On the ship we were on, the Wonder, and I believe on a couple of the ships, one of the rooms for all of them is Andy's room from Toy Story.
It is so cool. So on the first day, well, actually all throughout the cruise, the parents can come in and see what the kids are up to and what they're doing. And so, but specifically on the first day, you can come in, get your kid registered, make sure we did that ahead of time, luckily.
It's like open house.
Yeah, open house. And so we get to go through it, and there's like a Frozen, there's is it like Oaken's Post or something like that? And Andy's room, and
they have like a little Marvel corner.
Yeah. They have like a where you can like steer the ship. All of those things.
Like a video games room,
yeah,
video game room.
There's just so much to do, and not only that, do they just let the kids, hey, go do what you want to do, but they also have certain activities. So there was like one night they had like a pajama party, and one night, one day when I picked them up, they were really upset with me because they were in the middle of some sort of a science experiment thing.
Yeah, and they do like arts and crafts.
Yeah,
and they keep them busy, and they do things. it's not just a free for all, run around, watch movies, and play video games.
I mean, it can be.
It can be, yeah. But they try to keep it educational. And the young kids that are running this place, they're certified with CPR, and usually they're kids that are going to go to school for being educators and stuff like that. This is like their college program. And they're really good with the kids. They're very sanitary. The kids have to wash their hands when they come in. They have to wash their hands when they leave.
Yes.
It's a really cool experience.
Yes. Bathrooms in there, everything that they would need. But it also makes you feel really safe as a parent. I know that it's always like, are they going to stay in here? Are they going to be okay? And so they put the little magic band type things on the kids, little things that they can't take them off, so that they know where they are throughout that like play area, because it's actually for our kids' age range, it's 2 in 1. So it's almost a whole floor.
Yeah,
like half a floor.
I would say it's about a little bit less than half of a ship on a whole floor.
Yeah, but they have it in 2 sections, and the kids can go freely throughout them. But I remember there was one day I went to one side to go get them, and they said, oh, actually they're on the other side. We can call them down here, or do you want to go over there? So they know where they are at all times, even if they're not in there in sight.
And the kids have the adults have a password for the kids that someone can't just come and take them out.
Yeah.
You've got to say the magic word.
So not only do you scan your identification and match you with the kid, you also have to have a secret password that you say before they come out to you. So it really is as secure as you could feel while doing that. And the girls loved it. Oh, yeah. But they're very social girls. So, we didn't have to be worried that they were like nervous or scared to go play with other kids. If anything, they were like, Mom, my friend wants me to come back in an hour,
Exactly.
So they loved it.
Yep. They also have babysitting if you have younger kids as a service you can pay for. There are dance clubs. And when I say dance clubs, there's adult dance clubs and kids dance clubs and things to do. One of the best things that we did at one of the dance clubs was what do they call it?
I don't know what they call it.
Silent disco.
That's what I keep calling it, a silent disco. I don't know what they called it on the app itself.
Yeah.
The most fun. The most fun. So I don't know if you've heard of this before, but everybody goes into like a big kind of dance room type thing. Tons of seating if you don't really want to like be on the floor dancing. And servers if you want drinks, so that's always good. But you get headphones, and there's like 3 or 4 stations, I think, and there's a song playing on each of them. So everyone is dancing potentially to their own beat and to their own song. And the room is silent. It is the funniest thing, especially to take your headphones off and hear the kids singing out loud. There's nothing better. But we had so much fun, and they dimmed the lights down, and it was so much fun. We had such a good time. And I think that they ran that like a couple times throughout. And it's like an hour or two, you kind of come and go. But it was so fun. The girls like that.
And in those same clubs, they do things like bingo, and they do things like Deal or No Deal,
trivia.
They have all those same kind of things that you'll find out. This ship does not have a casino. So just to throw that out there, if that's something that that you like, they do not have that on there. But they have a lot of activities. Towel foldings and all kinds of different things.
Me and the girls did try to learn how to fold a towel.
And in those dance clubs is where they hold those. Character meet and greets is a huge deal on a Disney Cruise Line. And on certain days, they have a ton of characters. And sometimes you can only see a certain character on a certain day. And they have an app. You can look at your app. And it's pretty neat because you can go in and like star a certain time that you want to be at a certain spot on the ship to see a certain character. So you have to kind of build your schedule, and you kind of have to know what you got going on at certain times. Am I getting off the ship at this time? Am I staying on?
Well, the nice thing about the app is you kind of build a wish list. So you're saying, okay, well, I want to see on Pirate Night Captain Jack. So he's here at these certain times. What works within what time are we eating? What time is the pirate dance party outside? You kind of have to like figure out when you can squeeze everybody in. And those nights are harder, I think, to meet the characters because you don't want to miss them because they're not going to be like, we didn't see Jack Sparrow again.
I think we saw him one time.
Did we? Yeah, just on Pirate Night.
Yeah.
And then same with Captain Hook. Did
Right.
we see him the final night?
Nope.
Captain Hook and Smee, like there's ones that you're really gonna see once, and if you don't see them, you don't see them. But they do give you several opportunities, at least in that night, to see that character. And then ones like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, yeah. Daisy, Goofy. You're gonna
Stitch.
yeah,
Stitch is there a
Stitch.
lot.
You're gonna have almost the whole somewhat one of them every day,
Right.
or all of them at some point every day.
Yeah.
So but yeah, you can build a wish list and find all the characters, and you can make it happen. I think that we saw almost everybody we wanted to see.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think we missed anyone that we were like, oh
But
man.
for us, we made it a priority having the
Yeah.
little girls. We made that a priority for us. And we
Yeah.
still hit on a 7-night cruise. We still hit all of our excursions. We hit all the activities. We made it happen, you know, and you can't and got great sleep and had a relaxing trip.
Yeah.
Dining. They have casual dining, as in their buffet, and they have a couple restaurants out by the pool. And then they do what's called rotational dining. This is very, very cool. Whatever dining room you go to the first night, that crew you get follows you for the rest of your trip.
Which is so cool. We
Yeah.
loved that, especially with them getting to know us over 7 nights.
Yeah.
That was, and then we saw them on the last day for breakfast, which was really cool too.
Right. What they kind of do is they learn you. And so, like your first night, if you order an iced tea and 2 appetizers, the second night, they've got an iced tea on the table ready to go for you. And he says, oh, do you want this and this or this and that?
Yeah.
Because he knows that I like 2 appetizers
Yeah.
to try different things. He knew that I liked pork, or he knew that I liked the steak. And every night, oh, are we going to get the steak tonight?
Yeah.
You know, they are fantastic. And then if you happen to go to like breakfast on a normal day, they just really are accepting. And like one of the bus boys was really good at making napkin like designs, animals and stuff.
Yeah.
He made the girls these little animals, and then he made them these hair
Big bows.
mini bows.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to leave breakfast.
No, they loved it. And we actually took that little mouse thing that he made out of a napkin, and it like lived in our room for the week. And the girls really wanted to take it home. And I'm like, I don't think we're allowed to take a napkin home. So we left it. But they really do make it so much fun. And even there was like 1 or 2 nights that we were in between appetizers and entree, and the assistant server came over and said, okay, I have a game, I have a riddle, so can you guys solve this? So they really are engaging, and probably as engaging as you want them to be, because if you're a couple and you just want a quiet dinner, they'll probably leave you alone more or less. But yeah, they really do try to get to know you.
Yeah. And it's just a unique experience, and I really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
They also have fitness clubs. They have a running track. They do excursions, and there is fireworks at sea. Pirate night was something you brought up. Pirate night is usually like, I think, the second or third night on almost every cruise, and they do a pirate dance party, and that's when you'll see Jack Sparrow out there. You'll see Captain Hook and Smee. Mickey does a fly-in, weather permitting. He didn't do it on our cruise that we went on, but normally he does a fly-in from one smokestack to the other smokestack. And it's just a fun night. Our girls absolutely loved it.
And it's so much fun to dress up. I mean, I didn't go too crazy. I just wore a Pirates of the Caribbean. No, Pirates of the Caribbean shirt. And Michael had his Jack Sparrow hat and a Hook shirt. So he got plenty of attention from the characters. But Ailey, even our oldest, she really had fun dressing up.
Yeah, she went all out.
Yeah, it's a really fun night. And again, it's kind of like, if you want to go all out, do that. No one's like judging you. But if you want to be simple with it, that's fine too. No one is policing that at all.
Exactly.
But even Mickey and Minnie dress for the occasion as well, which is really fun, with taking pictures again with them.
Yep. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is where you can have your son or daughter go through a makeover. For the boys, they do like a pirate or a Prince Charming outfit. And for the girls, they have princess dresses and hair pretties. I don't know what to call them.
So on pirate night, it's everybody is a pirate.
Okay.
So you can do so girls, boys. So everybody will be a pirate on pirate night. And then I think the other times, yeah, I don't know about the prince. I don't know what their attire is for that. But the girls, you can choose either like the full package, or you can do the
Just the
smaller,
makeup.
like the
Makeup and hair.
makeover kind of thing.
Yeah.
So for Oli, we just did the makeover. So she got a shirt that said like best day ever or something like that, and a sash, and then she got to get her hair done and her makeup done and all of that. So she felt very special. She really enjoyed that. But it was Natalie's birthday. So Natalie was like, I'm going all out. Please get me the dress. So she got the one where you pick the so you still get a shirt. You just obviously aren't going to wear it because you're getting a princess dress, and then you choose whatever princess dress you want. And they had like a pretty wide range of princesses and sizes.
Yeah.
So I think that they, for the most part, could get you what you wanted. And so, but she decided on Aurora.
Yeah.
But
and you can see in the picture up in the corner there, she was gorgeous. And everybody complimented her, and she really appreciated.
She felt
that.
very special, yeah. And we did that on her birthday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that made it even more fun. And then the servers knew too, but they knew ahead of time that it was her birthday,
right.
But yeah, so that was really fun. We had done Bibbidi Boppity at Disneyland for our oldest
many years ago.
a million years ago now, and so we knew we wanted to do that at some point with the younger two. And so this was just like the perfect occasion, honestly.
And there is charges to that.
Yeah.
And it's not cheap, but the memories that it makes were worth it for us.
Yeah.
You know, you prioritize where you spend your money, and that was a priority for us.
Yeah.
They also do family portraits. Now, there's no charge to getting your pictures taken.
Mhm.
However, you do have to purchase either a digital download package, or you can purchase the prints.
Right.
We did the digital download package, and I don't remember, it was a couple $100 or something.
Yeah. So if you buy it before you leave, I think it's like $250. And then I think if you buy it when you're on the ship, it's $300. So either way, it's not bad. And I swear, got our use out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
We downloaded probably 100 pictures.
Yeah.
And so many of them were good family pictures. Some of them were, of course, fun ones that it's not like we're going to frame a picture of the girls and Goofy on the wall, but some of them are really good family pictures, and they turned out really well.
On the screen, it's the one of the two girls, and it just my favorite. The photographers,
that was Bibbidi Boppity night.
Yeah. They
do,
so
and
good.
They learn you too. They're like, oh, hey, do you guys want to do another one with like this way or whatever? So they make an effort to get to know you as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they pose you and to make it really comfortable. But they do a great job.
And I felt that although there is a longer line at certain times, especially like when dinner, right when dinner gets out or right before dinner starts, the lines are a little long. They do not rush you in your photo shoot.
No.
They take time to really make sure.
If you want to do every possible combo of however many people you have, they're going to take the time to do that. And the nice thing is that they have like 4 screens up, or 4 backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
And 4 photographers. So there you can go to all of them. I want to say we went to most of them most nights.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Is someone going to have their eyes closed? Is someone going to smile? But they did a really good job of taking multiple pictures, though, to make sure that everyone was smiling with their eyes open. But they did a great job. And then all of the character ones too. Well, I don't want to say all. Most of the character ones has a photographer as well. And so if you get the digital download, you don't even have to worry about snapping a picture on your iPhone.
Yep. We did more like behind the scenes with our iPhone, taking pictures of the
or videos of them walking. Yeah.
So they also do a sail away party when they push off on embarkation day. And that's a lot of fun. Everyone goes out to the pool outside and kind of does a little dance party and dances around. It's a lot of fun. We talked about the silent disco. And then there's the optional fancy night. And you can see the picture of the 2 girls with the dressed up Minnie. That is on the night that they do the Golden Mickeys.
Yes.
Right?
So they encourage you to come dress your best. But there's no jacket required at dinner. It's very low key, whatever you want to do to feel your best.
You'll see people in tuxedos and evening gowns.
Yeah.
Because they want to take a nice picture.
Right.
You know, everyone loves that cruise picture that they've got. But we went. I had a nice polo on and some jeans, and Megan looked
It's
great.
it's the gold picture, I think. Was that
Yeah.
the fence? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we. Yeah.
And so yeah, but even Mickey and Minnie are dressed in their best.
Yep.
And I think that's the first night that we get to go to the theater to see one of the live shows.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And so yeah, it's optional, but it's so much fun. We definitely partook in as many of the extras as we could.
Yep. Get your value. I mean, you pay a pretty penny for this cruise.
Mhm.
We got our value out of it.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So now let's transfer over and talk about staterooms. They have several different kinds of staterooms, and I just wanted to show you some pictures of what some of the rooms look like. So there's the inside stateroom, which you see in the top center there. Inside most of the room, in fact, all of the rooms, I believe, they can do pull down bunk beds above your couch. And as you can see there, you can sleep up to 4 people in the majority of rooms,
Mhm.
up to 4 people. If you have 5 in your family, you then have to decide, do I do adjoining connected rooms or do you go to a family suite?
Right.
We found for our cruise, it was more affordable for us to do 2 indoor connecting rooms,
Yeah.
have 2 bathrooms,
Ugh, life changing.
than to get 1 family room that we all could have comfortably fit in.
Right.
And I don't think we would do it any other way.
I really
next time.
don't think so. I mean, it would be nice to have a little bit larger of a room, especially when you're getting ready, because it's a cruise. The rooms are a little bit small. But if you can look at the picture with the bunk beds, that behind that, there's the additional option for another twin pull down bed. So that's how you would fit 5. So there's 2 people on a queen, bunk beds, and then a pull down. And so they put that away for you every morning and they pull that down every night for you.
Mm.
So they create as much room for you in your room as you can. So they put all of that away so that your room is functional during the day. But
And-
for 5 people, we could have made it happen, but for a week we really felt like we just needed the extra space.
And I want to point out that's not in all rooms,
No.
in all inside rooms. I don't think the veranda rooms can do that.
So you mean the
Which are
5th
balcony.
sleeper?
Yeah, the balcony.
Yeah,
the
I think that's
balcony
the
veranda,
bigger one.
you can't. They don't have that above there to pull because obviously there's the balcony that's there.
Yeah.
So that's more of your inside or porthole, fake inside.
Yeah. But that's the
rooms.
nice thing about working with someone, so that they can tell you what room category you need to be looking at, because every time we've cruised, we've never done anything other than an inside room, right?
I think once we had a porthole.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I feel like the inside rooms are great value, plenty of room. But everyone tells us once you have a balcony, like you're not going to want to go back. So I'm like, let's not do that yet. But the nice thing about that is you do get extra space, not only outside, but the room normally is bigger as well,
Right.
to fit 5 people in one room. But
And there's several different room categories they have. They have a regular and then they have a deluxe. Usually the deluxe adds a separate bathroom. So it puts your toilet commode in one room and your shower in another room. And that helps. So I always recommend getting that deluxe bump up if you can.
which we did for both of our rooms.
Yeah.
And it's really a
difference.
huge help. Yeah.
But there's other rooms, and as you can see the pictures, they just get fancier and fancier and fancier, depending on which level you want, all the way up into the concierge princess rooms. I want to point out that Disney Cruise Line is for everyone. It's not just for families.
Mhm.
It's a generational cruise ship, and it's a blast. It's absolutely worth the value. It is I believe we've been on a couple other cruise lines,
Mhm.
and we've talked to other friends and family that have gone on way more cruise lines than we have. Disney Cruise Line seems to check the boxes for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's just something that excites us. I mean, yes, we're Disney family, we're Disney freaks, but we also like quality and comfort and service. And it really does. Disney Cruise Line checks that box for us.
Yeah.
And we want to share that with you. If you are interested in going on a Disney cruise, please reach out to us. We would love to. Hey, let's just sit down and talk and figure out what a price point could be.
Mhm.
It's worth the extra money for what you get, in our opinion.
Yeah.
So reach out to us, travelmationmichael.com. You can leave comments below. I can reach out to you. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on LinkedIn, all of the socials. Hit the like button below. Subscribe to get more content. You can join our Facebook group, The Getaway Club. There's a link at travelmationmichael.com. I post all kinds of different deals and excursions and different itineraries on that Facebook group. Take a look at it. Don't forget, tixbymichael.com if you need any of your event tickets. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. This was a much longer episode, but it was something I felt that we were passionate about. Thank you guys. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.